Alrighty, we are back, stealing more world records, at least attempting to. I don't know what the final time is going to be, so we're going to hop into it, going in blind, trying to get the best possible time here for this particular playthrough, and I'm loving the purple Richter here. Absolutely gorgeous. So the way that this series works is that I am taking races that have happened already on the Long Library Discord. This is the Symphony of the Night community Discord. These are races that have happened, and I am trying to snipe the best possible time, but I don't know what that time actually is. So that additional information is not given to me. I'm just going in, hoping to see if I can get it. So we will, at the end, together, unveil whether or not I did end up beating that final time. I used to do this series a lot, but there was a... the issue with it was I would have the final time at the top of the screen, and then people could just check the video length and be like, oh, the world record is an hour long, but this video is only 50 minutes long. I could probably guess what happens in this video. So now it's like a mystery to all of us. And we're also playing a new preset. New preset, PogChamp, new preset, Nimble Light. Nimble was the preset, or is the preset, that gives you a bunch of starting movement options, but it would also start you with like a duplicator and mana prisms. This preset, instead of doing all of that, instead gives you free wing smashing, MP, but the items that we have are different. So now we have to find random items throughout the playthrough, which is something that we didn't have to do before. Finally, some good presets. What do you mean? What's wrong with... What are you saying? Like, we've been playing a lot of Spellbound. Are you saying there's something wrong with Spellbound, the greatest preset ever created? Ever? Ooh, Katana's pretty decent. Oops. TNT. Silver Ring. Strength Potion could be nice, but we're just gonna move on without it. Yeah, what's wrong with expressing some skill? Kids these days don't want to express any skill. It's a shame. Uncurse. Me when I'm 12 years old and my mom catches me saying the fuck word. Yeah, if you're used to watching YouTube videos at 2x speed, it can be quite jarring to watch them at normal speed. Especially certain, like, gameplay and stuff like that. Ooh, clean fight. Let's go. And the Heart of Vlad, we're immune to curse now. Let's go. Is this the preset Storm was talking about? Free wing smashes and actual weapons? Yeah, pretty much. That's the idea behind this preset. I don't think I need to save here, actually. This might be suboptimal. Yeah. Is that the Jonkler cape? We, live in a society, you see. Nobody cares about cursing? That's not true. What if you need to, virtue signal that you're, like, a good person? And that your opponent is actually, rude. Like, let's not talk about their, like, talking points or any of their, like, you know, facts. If they say a swear word, we can say that they're, like, actually being so rude. Think of the children. Or whatever. Do people still skip this in, Nimble races? I know people are cracked out on skipping every possible relic check, but... Dude, the movement in this game is just so good. And isn't it insane that people want to take this away from... Look at what they took away from you. Me being reactionary, but about movement options in Symphony of the Night instead of, like, you know, the economic promises of, like, the 1970s. Look what they took away from you! This beautiful movement! And for what? No spells, no upward mobility, I mean that literally, like, you're not allowed, they don't give you movement options. At least the movement feels better. I mean, having literally infinite MP for wing smashes means that you don't have to stop and refill your MP constantly, so it's fair to think that it feels better, sure. Yoda Boozy. Just finished testing on a new preset. Is this the April Fool's preset, or is this like a new preset? How many new presets y'all got? You guys been cooking. Library card, let's go. New? That shit's that new. Oh, God. What is the crime? Toadstool. Yeah. Presets for days. I mean, SotN 2 now in 3D. Hell yeah, let's go. Just use code injection to turn Symphony of the Night into fucking Gex the Gecko. We've made this joke before, but I'm not doing a whole lot of damage. The hell? What's this guy made out of? Jesus Christ. SotN Prime first-person shooter. If it was like a first-person, like, dungeon crawl adventure game, like, what's the name of that? The shit that the FromSoft devs did before the Souls games. Why am I forgetting the name? Kingsfield. Yeah, if we could get a Kingsfield SotN or Castlevania game, I'd be down. Dude, this guy is an asshole. Like, why does he have so much health? It probably doesn't help that I'm, like, literally level 1. I don't know if I can just do it. I'm gonna do it. FromSoft's best game. Yo, what up, Bob Rossellos? Second stream, enjoying it so far? Thanks. I'm glad you enjoy. It's always nice to have people coming over, presumably from the YouTube channel, and saying what's up. Joining the live streams. There was nothing here! Okay, I would play Castlevania 64 in first person, if that was an option. If there was like a mod that let you do that. I'm bad at the game! I would be so down. Don't worry, guys. I'm sure Konami's working on SotN 2. They're going to release it any day now, guys. In fact, it's going to be a launch title for the Switch 2, which means we're going to hear about it tomorrow? Right? Or the day after? Whenever they do the Switch 2 announcements. Ew. Nintendo should have done their Switch wait. They almost did their Switch announcements for April Fools. Imagine it's not real. SotN 2 before Silksong? Yeah. Like, we all know Silksong's just, never happening. I think it's easier for Silksong to release than any new Castlevania game. I would put that... Those odds are like 50-50 in my mind. Actually. Like, if we were doing a parlay on whether or not a new Castlevania game released or Silksong released first, that... I would take 50-50 odds on that, I think. Because theoretically, you could argue it's more of a remake than anything than a new game. But the in the DS collection, they have, what's it called? Haunted Castle Revisited. That's basically a new game. I think Silksong will be released before anything Mega Man related. Ooh, that's also a good one. Yeah, I can believe that. I think Mega Man's in a really rough spot right now, culturally. like, honest to God, I think if Capcom fully embraced like the edgy late 90s aesthetic of the Mega Man X games and made a new one that's just like super mega edgy in tone and in like give it some like retro aesthetics, people would be like, my nostalgia, I love it. Because I think that's the one thing Mega Man games are really missing as of late, is just aesthetically, they're not too interesting, I want to say. Gameplay-wise, the Mega Man games have been fine. Like, Mega Man 9, 10, and 11 have all been great, but Mega Man X9 would hit different right now. I'm thinking they just do a full reboot and not have to worry about all the bullshit that came from X7 and X8, right? Just ignore that those ever happened. Namco is making a Pac-Man Metroidvania. So true. That game, hear me out. What if it's good?
SotN 2, where it's basically SotN, but we gave Alucard a ground slide, 4 beasts, a spot dodge, and a triple jump.
Hell yeah. I'm down. Four breasts? Well, that's a different, no, that's 4 beasts. I'll grab this. We don't know what's in the shop yet. There. What up, 8-Bit Missing now? We might find Echo of Bat, unironically. Yeah, why not? Mega Man XYZ as the reboot for Mega Man X? I don't know. I just think... even if they did call it Mega Man X9, I think the world is ready for a new Mega Man X game. Yeah, and they should probably try and distance themselves from a lot of the sillier story aspects, because narratively, Mega Man games, in my mind, have never been too strongly, like, narrative focused. It's more so, like, you have the base setting of Dr. Wily made all of the robots evil Mega Man. And your job is to, like, go kill him. Just give us cool new robot masters. Make Zero cool. Do people unironically care for the stories and action platformers? It's more so that the stories are like additions to the game that help you have more things to like about it if you already like the game. Like, for example, I couldn't give less of a fuck about the story in Symphony of the Night, generally, because that's not what I play the game for. However, I like the game enough that I'm also willing to invest time and effort into learning about the series in that way. I'll grab some potions.
Farewell for now.
So in some regard, it really just comes down to the story as a vehicle to progress the plot of the actual gameplay forward. But also, if you make the story at least somewhat decent, like, that's bonus for players to enjoy. Even neutral quality is fine. Yeah, exactly. Ebendas? Is that how I say that? Welcome. I'm glad you enjoy the videos. I'm glad you finally made it to a live stream. What's up? Yeah, good lore complements a good game, but you could still have a good game without good lore. There is... recently, I've been watching some... this is a creator that I've just followed for a long time, but they do... oh god, am I forgetting their... I'm having a brain fart because I'm in the middle of speedrunning. They do the Dark Souls Dissected series. Oh god, why am I forgetting their name? Where they like showcase a bunch of like stuff in the Dark Souls games, whether it's like unused content or Illusionary Wall. Thank you. Yeah, Illusionary Wall. And he released a video very recently about Dark Souls 2's like unused content / like potentially missing content in Dark Souls 2. And he was showcasing the Forest of Giants. What the fuck is it called? Either way, he was showcasing an area that like you go back in time and go through the Giants' memories of, and it's the same area, but like some things are changed. And that video kind of helped remind me how much detail, even when things end up being scrapped in a FromSoft game, they still give you enough pieces of the lore to like fit stuff together in unique and interesting ways. I don't know, something about it's like the environmental story, the storytelling that exists in the game without obviously any like narrative person telling you about it is very interesting. This should be glasses. Yep. Okay, so we're going second castle now already. Loving the map randomizer. Gives the game new life. Yeah, the map rando is very cool. I'm excited to see new developments in that over the coming months. And eventually maybe like a public release or something, who knows. It is wild how much of the game we understand now. I say we, but I don't know anything. I'm community. It's crazy how much the modders know about this game nowadays. And how much they're able to work on stuff. So we just go, yeah, second castle. There's nothing else left to do. It's a random, it's a like ROM hack, Alice. I don't know anything, I just document everything. Close enough. If you think about it, documentation is kind of like knowledge, in a way. Yeah, I don't know the exact specifications of how exactly it all works, but should probably put that on. But I'm sure SotN has like something documented somewhere. You wept at the text scroll for this game? After killing Dracula in the prologue? That's pretty epic. This is a safe space, you're allowed to say that. Not too bad. I'll take a Vorpal. We're gaming with it. Bad. I don't have a library card, right? Yeah, we'll go this way. Yeah, boners rise up, you guys know, etc., etc. We've been doing a lot of left side gaming. I think it's time to mix it up and go right side. This is gonna be the one time where this is the wrong way to go. And I'm gonna get owned for it. But whatever. What are you gonna do about it? We're doing the stranger. Yeah, you gotta mix it up sometimes. Just to feel something. Can't use the same hand every time. I mean, what? Your dad convinced you that this game couldn't be beaten glitchless in under 4 hours? No offense, but I was about to be really mean for no reason. I mean, my glitchless playthroughs were when I was first getting into speedrunning and I didn't know any speedrun strats. I was still just basically backdashing and beating the game in like an hour. And that was with, I believe, the only skip I did is I did skip Echo of Bat by using Power of Mist to get through the spike maze. To get Spike Breaker, to then get Silver Ring, because I didn't know about invincibility strats for getting Silver Ring. I didn't know about the dive kick stuff, though. I don't know how I knew that, but I did. I did know that you could skip Leapstone. I don't quite remember how I learned that. This was when I was like 13, I want to say. No, I would have been 15. This was before I was streaming. And before I actually like knew what speedrunning actually was. Like the community at large or GDQ or anything like that. I just wanted to see how low I could get the in-game timer to be. Lord, this emote? What about it? It's my catchphrase. Do you have a problem with my catchphrase? Every streamer's got a catchphrase. Damn. We don't have Jewel of Open. We can't go this way. Some guy tried to convince you that SotN's hard. I mean, Symphony of the Night is a difficult game in some regards, but it just depends on your subjective definition of, like, difficulty. Symphony of the Night is a difficult game if you don't know how to play it, for sure. But that's kind of how, like, everything goes, right? To the journalist who doesn't know how platforming works, Cuphead's probably the hardest video game ever made. The Cuphead tutorial. Yeah, Symphony of the Night has a lot of knowledge checks. I know SotN's hard because I watched this guy eat it during the Impossible Challenge for months. So true. That's so true. I need to bring back new challenge runs, man. The Impossible Challenge, the content was too good, even though it destroyed my soul. I'm thinking about trying one in Aria soon. Potentially. Since Aria has like an area rando and a enemy randomizer, trying to mix those two together in some interesting ways. I don't know. If you would be interested in watching an Aria of Sorrow challenge run, similar to the Impossible Challenge, let me know. So Final Vlad's back in the first castle, locked behind Jewel of Open of some kind. I don't think it would be a no-hit run. I think I would try and make it a, like, deathless run with, like, limited resources. Like, limited heals or something. I don't know what Iron Soul is, I'm going to be honest with you. And I have no interest in trying to do that. I've heard people bring it up many times, and I don't know what it is, and I don't want to know. Nor do I just don't care, to be honest. I'm much more interested in trying to make my own challenge runs for my own, like, fun, if that makes sense. I like seeing the new randos the most. Yeah. Well, that's limited by like how many new randomizer presets come out and stuff like that, you know? Combined randomizer with several with Archipelago. I don't know how to set up Archipelago. I mean, the Donosaro one was very good. It wasn't getting very much views, unfortunately. And I personally was starting to get kind of bored of the way that the Donosaro randomizer works. Because, like, the Donosaro map rando is, like, not as interesting as I would like for it to be. So, okay. I have to play Kingsfield. I have to? That's crazy. All right. You heard the man. We have to. I'm going to warp back from here, I think. Contractually obliged. Required. You will go to jail. I probably should, yeah. Kingsfield does seem like the type of game that I should experience a little bit. You will probably hate it, though. That's fine. I think it's actually sometimes important to play games that you end up hating for cultural importance. Like, I don't know. Some games are just culturally important. You just need to know what it's all about. Yo, what up, Seto? Like, Dark Souls is a game that I hate, but I also love it, but I also hate it. There's many aspects of Dark Souls that I hate, but I can't deny that it's one of the most important video games ever made. There's a reason why everyone's annoying about it in, like, video essays and stuff. It unfortunately is very good, while also being very bad at the same time. Super Noah's Arc 3D. I have seen Super Noah's Arc 3D. I know what that is. Maybe going from Outer Wall isn't better, but whatever, YOLO. It might have been better going from, Aurox's quarters, but we're already here. The Twitch emote isn't working. Yeah, I think it's 7TV is where I use the extension for a lot of bonus emotes, and that isn't working right now. Or you can confuse Demon Souls with Dark Souls. I've never played Demon Souls. I should, though. That's actually a game that, like, also is, like, very important and should be played at some point. I just don't own a PS3, so I'd have to emulate it. And I know that emulating it is, like, better nowadays, but... like, PS3 emulation's actually in a pretty decent spot. And I also don't have a PS5, so I'm not going to play, like, the re-release or whatever. This could come in handy if I find an Alucard shield. It's technically part of the Kingsfield lore. Is this true? That's pretty epic. Take a Covenant Stone. Wah. I've heard good things about the Demon Souls remake. It looks very pretty. Well, that'll do it. What SotN version is this? This is the PlayStation version being played on a, like, custom core for BizHawk that loads the game faster. If that's what you mean by it's so fast. If you mean, like, movement speed-wise, this is Nimble Randomizer. Graphics and load? Yeah, it's just the load times are faster because of the emulator. Graphics are normal. This is just what SotN looks like. Snorkel. Yeah, the Bloodborne remake's not happening, chat. I'm sorry. I think Sony just hates its fans too much, the Bloodborne fans, because they want reasonable demands like their game be accessible. Which is unfortunate. What do I think of Nimble Light so far? It's very fun. I'm liking it a lot. What up, Karushi? I think I would prefer racing this over just regular Nimble. Because I think regular Nimble, the play patterns are a little too solved in a way. Like, there's not that much spicing things up. Whereas at the very least, what weapon you use is like somewhat different every time. And item checks actually like matter a little bit. It helps keep things fresh a little bit more while also giving you access to all the fun movement options that make your brain explode. With like the serotonin and good chemicals. This should probably be Final Vlad if I had to guess. Or it's Mist that leads to Final Vlad, maybe? I haven't been counting complexity, I'll be real with you. If this is bait, I will be upset. And I'll never recover from this financially. I forgot to do a gamble on whether we beat the world record, because I was going to say you guys aren't going to financially recover from this either, but nobody asked for gamble. Wow, that's like the first time. You got in late? Yeah. That'll happen. It is Mist. Do I have that? Yeah, I'm gonna use my library card here. This might be a throw, because if the Mist is somehow bait, which I don't think it can be, I might be getting owned here. But I'm pretty sure this isn't bait. Let's find out. Ah! Flea armor. Real randomizer is the throwing along the way. I'm not throwing! Why does everyone keep saying I'm throwing? I would never. There we go. Who's throwing now? Can't believe this guy's not a boss. So, like, he is a boss, but he's also not a boss. It's just... he's the least convincing boss in the game, but he is still a boss. The only time he's not considered a boss is specifically for reverse boss order because of the way reverse boss order is organized. But if you look at the time attack menu, which is what is used for determining speedrun objectives in every other category, he is a boss because he has a time attack slot. Fleas are the worst. They're pretty bad. He's just paid less. Yeah. He definitely does. He's like the non-union worker. He was like a independent contractor that Dracula hired last minute to guard the Soul of Bat. Meanwhile, all the other guys are definitely on union gigs. For sure. That's fair. Every day I wake up and I thank God that flea men don't exist. Don't exist yet! You never know, some fucking weirdo mad scientist is gonna show up one day and be like, we discovered the genetic code to invent flea men. And we're going to make them, and this will somehow make us $10 billion. How exactly? I don't know. We'll probably, something with like cryptocurrency, I think. Anyways, it's your problem now, society. Don't spoil my plans for world domination. Every Castlevania fan at the same time going, what the, why? Who thought this was a good idea? Fleaman Park. Welcome to Fleaman Park. Beep, 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 beep. You just hear their little bouncing noises. Don't worry, the electric fence will keep them out. It'll be fine. Fake, they would be flea women. First time chat message, Guardians 2 is out, will you try it? I don't know what that is. Are you like a marketing exec for Guardians 2? Is this like a hashtag sponsored ad hashtag? I don't know what that is. I'm giving you a hard time because I'm just goofing around. I don't know what you're talking about. Inti creates new Metroidvania? Oh. Interesting. Could be good. Inti makes good games generally. I don't have anything else to do damage with. Sheesh. This is not great. I'll try Dark Shield and see what happens.
Behold my true form!
Fast travel is very tough. I might regret going for this strat. In fact, I am regretting it already. Where the fuck is my Vorpal? I forgot that's a spell. It's, not very great, to be honest. That hit me. I'm worried we're gonna miss out on record because of this. There we go. 37-42. I'm not feeling great about it, but let's check. Mush.
How?
Room. Snail.
How is it that
391. Did I misspell it?
You have been doomed ever since you lost the ability to love.
Mushroom.
Sarcasm. For what profit is it to a man if he gains the world and loses his
Snail.
own soul?
391.
Matthew 16:26.
It's not showing up.
That didn't count? You're smoking my penis right now.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
What were Lisa's?
Let me see if I can find it. I found it. And the current best time was 40:42 by SotN. The one time I don't actually do a gamble on whether I get the world record or not. I'm sorry, chat. I've let you down. Because we actually did steal the world record. Let's check out the replay. Let's check out the replay. Because I'm curious if any routing decisions were different than mine. Let's close out of this. Let's move my face over here. And this is the old world record. Unlike my world record that's totally epic and based. It just works. That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. This route, I believe, is pretty much identical to what I did. I'm glad I wasn't the only one struggling with all rocks. It took me a while to get him. Picks up a sword card. Interesting. I don't think I ended up picking up sword card, but... I imagine all this stuff is the same. Okay. Grabs holy glasses. Oh, Sugden skipped. Yeah. He did the Spirit Orb skip, which I don't think ended up saving him any time, honestly. But, you know, each their own. I think it ended up being net neutral overall. So maybe skipping isn't too bad. Is this a left side gamble? Ooh, he goes left side. I didn't go left side, which is interesting. He grabs Jewel of Open and then immediately comes back. Wow. This is shocking. This is like almost perfect routing. Oh, I see why this is bad. Because he doesn't know where the last Vlad is. Or sorry, this doesn't give him information on where the last Vlad is. I had already grabbed the Vlad that was in the second castle. So he's doing all this shit. Meanwhile, I knew that none of this stuff was in logic at a high enough complexity. So I didn't have to do any of this shit. Yeah, he saved this for last because this is a pretty common... If he didn't skip this, I was cooked because his left side route would have probably cooked me if he had done this first. Because the extra time that he lost was definitely checking this stuff down here. Yeah, I could see it. I can see it for sure. And now he'd probably skip Silver Ring. Yeah, he just skipped Silver Ring, right? Yeah. So the other thing that makes this route a little risky is that he's skipping Silver Ring as a potential multi-layered last Vlad relic, but yeah, then he does right side afterwards. So our routes are honestly not too different. The only difference is that I went through this way, and then once I grabbed Jewel of Open, I left. So whereas he got to do it all kind of at the end there. So it just goes to show that different routes can converge on similar ideas. I like this route a lot. Honestly, this route would have been probably like 4 minutes faster if he just grabbed the merman statue immediately instead of checking the stuff down here first. But, you know, that's hindsight for you. And as always, YouTube, if you enjoyed watching, let me know how you like the new randomizer preset. Let me know how you're liking the world record stealing videos. Join the live stream on twitch.tv/DragonBlitz, and I'll see you in the next one, YouTube. Have a good one. Bye-bye.